Hello all, my name is Krishna and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, we'll be discussing what are the problems of a simple recurrent neural network. Okay, I'm not including LSTM recurrent neural network, but there is some simple problems, with respect to a simple recurrent neural network. We'll try to understand what is that particular problem. Now suppose guys, I have created this RNN, which is doing a forward propagation and backward propagation over time. Okay, and remember that when you're doing the backward propagation in time, this derivative of this weights gets updated continuously with respect to time. At t is equal to 4, this will get updated. At t is equal to 3, this will get updated. And this will make sure that whatever these are dependent on those, it will take the chain rule of all those things. Okay. So chain rule, considering chain rule with respect to derivative, it will get calculated. But when it is getting calculated, understand one thing that I told you about vanishing gradient problem and exploding gradient problem. Okay, now if you don't know about vanishing and exploding gradient problem, guys, please go and see my complete deep learning playlist. Okay, there I have easily explained about, but let me just give you a small idea about what is vanishing and what is vanishing gradient problem and exploding gradient problem. Now let us understand what is the problem over here. So when we consider this hidden layers, there are neurons inside this particular layers, right? And we know that we apply an activation function, and most common activation function that you basically apply is like sigmoid, right? Is like ReLU, right? ReLU activation function. Now understand what is vanishing gradient problem. Now guys, all the time when we do a backward propagation with respect to these weights, and if you have applied inside this neuron some activation function like sigmoid, if we find out the derivative of a sigmoid, it will always be between 0 to 1. Always remember this. Now when it is between 0 to 1, now suppose over here we have calculated the derivative function, it will be between this 0 to 1. But as we go towards this w, okay, towards this w, this value becomes a very smaller value itself, as the derivative is continuously happening, right? We find out the derivative of all these particular weights. This will become a very small value. Now when it becomes a very small value, whenever we do an updation of this particular weights, it will be negligible, you know. And when it is negligible, we will never converge, or we will never converge to the global minima point of a gradient descent. So if our gradient descent is like this, right? Now suppose this is my initial point, there will be a small movement over here, again I'll be coming here, but it will never reach at this particular point, you know. Because of that, this is basically called as vanishing gradient problem. Vanishing gradient problem. Okay, that basically means that suppose if you are using some sigmoid activation function, and this is not happening because of the number of layers, it is just happening because of so many number of times we are actually running this back propagation. And as soon as we are updating these weights, this will actually create this vanishing gradient problem, wherein wherever this weight changes are there, it will be very negligible. Okay, now there may be one more problem with this, you know. If you are using other activation function which is other than sigmoid, like ReLU activation function, and suppose my derivative is greater than 1, okay, and it may be that we'll be getting so many derivatives later on with greater than 1. So as we go ahead towards this, it creates a exploding gradient problem. You know, exploding gradient problem basically means that this W changes will happen so big that it will never reach the global minima. It will be rotating here itself. Okay, because the value of the change of W is very high, it will never reach this global minima. So because of this particular problem, we use a simple architecture which is called as LSTM, that is long short term memory. We use this particular architecture in order to solve that particular problem. Now and again I'll tell you what is LSTM and how it is different from a simple RNN in my upcoming videos. Okay, but just understand that in order to solve vanishing and exploding gradient problem, we use a structure called as LSTM RNN, that is long short term memory recurrent neural network. Again, there is a small architecture difference between this particular RNN, a simple RNN, and an LSTM RNN. That I'll be discussing in my upcoming videos, but I hope you understood that what is the problem with a simple RNN. Understand guys, as we are doing back propagation with respect to this particular time, right? So when we reach over here, and suppose if you have used sigmoid activation function everywhere, right? And we know that the derivative of sigmoid activation function is 0 to 1. So every time we go back, right, the number becomes very small. Suppose I have a sentence which is of 20 words. Over here I have just drawn t is equal to 4. Suppose I have a sentence of 100 words. So this value will increase to t is equal to 100, right? So when we are doing the back propagation, this updates of this particular weight in at time is equal to 1 or at time is equal to 2 will be very, very negligible. And because of that, it will never reach the global minimum. And similarly, in the exploding gradient problem, what will happen? Suppose we are not using, we have used other activation function other than sigmoid. Then what will happen is that every time when we are updating this particular weights with the help of derivative, there will be a bigger change. And because of that, we will never reach the global minima. Okay, so this is what is the problem with simple RNN. And in order to solve this, we basically use an LSTM RNN. And what is LSTM RNN? We'll be discussing that in my upcoming videos. I hope you like this particular video. Please do subscribe my channel if you have not already subscribed. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day ahead. Thank you, one and all.